Hello and welcome to our Ocarina lessons with the Hillingdon Music Service. We're here for lesson 1, getting to know about the ocarina as well as beginning to play but making good sounds as well. So I hope you've got your ocarina with you. Like me, you should be wearing it around your neck. It just means that you're not holding it when you don't need it, but it's very easy to get when we're about to play. So let me tell you a little bit more about the ocarina. I have a picture here of one, a little bit easier for you to see. So you can see it's exactly the same one as mine, it's a green one, and we've got a mouthpiece. That's the part that you put into your mouth, just a little bit. We've got a window. Now you'll notice that the window is a rectangle shape. We never cover the window with our mouths or with our fingers, otherwise we won't hear the sounds that we're making. And then we've got our holes. We've got 4 of them. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And they're called the note holes. In other words, that's where our notes, the sounds, will come out. And we will cover our fingers at different times on those holes. So just a quick recap. This is the part that goes into your mouth, the mouthpiece. Okay, so we will need to do a little exercise as well. First of all, we need to think about our right hand and our left hand. Now, because you're looking at me, it's like looking in a mirror. So to make it easier for you, we have on the right hand the letter R, so that you know that this is your right hand too. And obviously on this side, we have the L for left. So holding up your right and your left thumbs, holding up finger 1 and finger 2 on the right hand, finger 1 and finger 2 on the left hand, I just want to see if you can touch your pad of your finger to your thumb. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with the second finger. Let's try it with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And let's try them both together. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now when you were touching, you weren't touching the tips of your fingers at the very top, you were touching the pads. They're a bit squidgy, and that's the part that we use to cover the whole of the ocarina. What does the ocarina sound like? Well, I'll play it to you, and then you can hear it. Here we go. Quite a nice sound really when you're playing the right notes and when you've got good breath control, which is what we're going to learn about over the next few weeks in our lessons. So it's your turn now. So why don't you pick up your ocarina, make sure you've got the mouthpiece facing towards you. Make sure the holes and the window are facing up to the ceiling, and using your thumbs, they go underneath. If you can see on mine, underneath I've got a little circle, and you can feel that it's a flat circle. So the thumb of your right hand goes underneath and the thumb of your left hand goes underneath. And then we use our 2 fingers, fingers 1 and 2, left and right, just at the moment, just to hold the edges like that. Now we're just going to breathe very gently into the ocarina. So I'll do it first and then I'll stop and I'll count to 3 and you can have a go so that your teacher can listen. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Well done. Okay, so were you really loud? Did you breathe really hard? Or were you very soft? Did you hear your sound? Let's have a talk about it. So when we're breathing, we have to remember that we're not blowing out a candle. We're just breathing softly. So we'll just experiment with our hand. Hold your hand in front of you, and I want you to pretend it's a candle on your birthday cake and you're going to blow it out. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Did that feel cold, and did it feel hard, as though you're going to blow out all of those candles? That's good, but that's not the breath that we want when we're playing our ocarina. This time I want you to make that shape, that O shape, but I just want you to breathe softly onto your hand. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, did that feel very gentle? And did the air feel quite warm? That's the right air that we need. That's the right way that we need to breathe into our ocarina. So holding it again with no holes covered, let's give that a go. After 3, do it with me. Remember, soft, warm breath. 1, 2, 3. And stop. Well done. Okay, so we've just played our first note as well. We've played note C. We had all the holes uncovered, so that's a very high note C. We're going to have a quick go at learning note C that's a lower sound. So we need to use the pads, remember these, of our fingers, 1 over the hole on the right hand nearest your mouth, 2 over the second hole on that side, finger 1 on the left covering that slightly bigger hole, and finger 2 covering that one as well. Now pinch it a little bit, press between your thumb and your fingers, and have a listen first as I use my soft breath to play this note, listening to me first. It's much lower, isn't it? And it sounds much gentler. Have a go with me, keeping those holes covered and a little bit of pressure to close them. After 3, 1, 2, 3. And stop. Well done, that was really good. So already we've learnt high C, all holes uncovered, and low C, all holes covered. So what I want you to do now is I want you all to have a go with half of the class playing the 2 notes starting with the high C, and the other half will listen and then we'll swap. So I'll play with the half that's obviously playing. After 3, high C. 1, 2, 3. And stop. Now cover those holes. After 3, low C. 1, 2, 3. And stop. Okay, well done. Now we're going to let the other half of the class have a go. So high C first of all. 1, 2, 3. And stop. And now cover those holes. Remember to apply that pressure. And after 3, low C. 1, 2, 3. And stop. Well done. Okay, we've had a lot to think about already. So we've got our 2 C notes. High C, holes uncovered. Low C, all holes covered. Before we go, I have a question for you, which you can answer for next week. What type of an instrument is this? Is it a woodwind instrument, which is an instrument that we use our breath and place the mouthpiece in our mouth to make a sound? Is it a string instrument, which is an instrument that we pluck or bow strings to make a sound? Is it a percussion instrument, one that we shake or we tap to make a sound? Or is it a brass instrument? That's normally a shiny metal instrument that we put the mouthpiece on our mouths and blow a raspberry through. So is it woodwind, string, percussion or brass? You can let me know next week. Well done everybody. Good playing, and I'll see you next week in lesson 2. Bye!